Hi, what's up everyone? My name is Andy Park. Welcome back to this channel. In this video, I'll show you how to find and remove duplicate files in Windows 10. It's a good idea to go through our computers at least once a year to clean up unnecessary files. And what better time to do this than at the start of the year, right? There is a freeware you'll need to download and it's called Search My Files. But you don't need to install it on your computer and you don't need to sign up and provide your email or anything like that to download the freeware. It's a simple and lightweight self-executable file, and you can even keep it on your USB thumb drive and run it from there when you need it. This is a great option for people like me because I have a company issued laptop and don't have admin rights to install any programs. Now I'm going to warn you up front, this is not a pretty looking app and doesn't have the best user interface. And honestly, it looks like something from 20 years ago. But it's utilitarian and gets the job done without any frills. So if I haven't turned you off this app yet, let's jump on the computer and see how this works. First, let's download the app. Type in Search My Files in the browser. Choose the first option from nersoft.net. Then scroll down a little bit and choose this link, which will take you to the bottom of the page. Then select Download Search My Files. I have a 64-bit version, so I'll select this. If you don't know if you have 64 or 32-bit OS, just type in About Your PC in the search bar, and it'll show under the system type. The file will be downloaded as a compressed zip, so you'll need to unzip. I'll extract the files to my download folder and pin the application to the start bar so that I can get to it quickly. Now again, this is a self-contained executable file, so you can choose to move the app with the exe extension to a thumb drive and run it from there if you choose. As you can see, it runs just fine. Now we're ready to search for some duplicate files. First, make sure to change the search mode to duplicate search. This will find files with the duplicate content regardless of the file name. In the base folder, hit Browse and select the folder you want to search. I'll choose the download folder. You can select multiple folders by repeating this step. I'm going to select my offline folder as well. Now when I hit search, I'll search across both the downloads folder and the offline folders for duplicates. Let's examine the results. The search found 4 groups of duplicate files. The groups are color-coded so that you can easily distinguish between them. We see that some of the duplicate files have different file name, but it still tagged them as duplicates. Right now we have the results sorted by duplicate number, but we can't sort by any of the field by clicking on it. The way this works is it first finds the files with the same file size, then it matches the contents within. So it'll find duplicates even when the file names are different. Let's open 2 of these duplicate files and compare. We can open any file by right-clicking and selecting Open Selected File, or we can use the shortcut F9. Let's open the duplicate file and compare. Yes, they are the same file. In the context menu, there are some additional options, such as to open the file folder, or to choose the application you want to open the file with. Okay, so the whole point of finding duplicate files is so that we can remove them. So let's select all files and try to delete. We get a warning guiding us to keep at least one of these files. The best way to do this is to sort the results by the duplicate group. This will sort to show all of the first copy of the files. Now we can leave these group 1 files and delete the rest. Now there are other options for finding duplicate files. In the search mode, choose Duplicate Name Search. Here, as the name suggests, it'll find files where the file name matches regardless of the file size and the content. You have several options here as well. Let's choose the option to compare full name. This includes the extension also, so it'll find duplicate file that has the same file name and the file type. And if we choose to compare the file without the extension, we see that it found many more files. Here we see a PDF and a PowerPoint version. Since we can always create a PDF from the PowerPoint file, we can delete the PDF if we choose. So far, we scanned for duplicate files in our local drive, but how about if we want to search for duplicates in OneDrive? Well, it can be done, but it's not very practical. After selecting the OneDrive folder to search, make sure to scan the Scan NTFS box and press Start Search. It'll start to scan the files in your OneDrive folder, but at some point, you'll see the progress slow down a lot. Let me explain why. OneDrive is a cloud-based storage system, so even if you have the cloud account linked to your local folder, there may be some files that hasn't fully downloaded to your local computer. I actually have my OneDrive set up so that the file will only download when I double-click to open the file. So these files with the check marks indicate a fully downloaded local copy, and the ones with the cloud means this file is just a shortcut link, if you will. So why does this matter? As I mentioned earlier, Search My Files finds duplicates by first matching the file size, then it'll match the file contents. It can't match the file contents if the file does not exist in the local drive. So when the search gets to the file that's on the cloud, it'll start to download a copy from OneDrive, thereby slowing down the process. So if you have your OneDrive set up to sync always, then this may not be an issue. But if you're like me and keep all your files in the cloud, then this search will be impractical. So Search My File has plenty of functions other than just to find duplicate files, and as a matter of fact, it's a pretty powerful search tool on its own, since you can really narrow down your search parameters with this. And with files coming in from emails, Teams, and services like WeTransfer, I end up with so many duplicate files that I find myself using this tool fairly often, and would definitely recommend to people who's willing to overlook the older interface. And again, since it's free, doesn't require any installation or sign up, there's really no downside to giving it a try. Well, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you enjoy contents like this, consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks, and bye for now.